Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another exciting edition of Sports Fellas Daily Updates. 3 days more for the kickstart of the 2025 AFCON tournament, and the camp of our very own Super Eagles is hotting up. We are going to check out some interesting and exciting updates from the team's camp. Before that, if you are new on this platform, let's do it together. Quickly subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Let's show love to our very own Super Eagles and the 2025 AFCON tournament by liking this video and sharing to other social media platforms. Please, let's like the video together and share to other social media platforms. As usual, my name still remains Solomon Kwajasante, your only nomenclature with the engineer's philosophy in sports, a Ghanaian who has declared his full support for Nigeria sports with a Nigerian name, the only one, Solomon Chukwu Emeka. Please decently write something in the comment box about our very own Super Eagles and the 2025 AFCON tournament. Subsequently, I will give you special shout outs. Omo, straightforward, let's get into the video and start from the camp of our very own Super Eagles and the 2025 AFCON tournament, which is scheduled to take place in Morocco from the 21st of December 2025 through to the 18th of June 2026, meaning we have 3 days more for this AFCON tournament. And the camp of the Super Eagles is hotting up. Preparations are underway as the players and the technical team are gearing up for our group matches. We are in Group C with Tanzania, Tunisia, and Uganda. And let me give the full schedules, confirmed details for Nigeria group matches. The first game will take place on the 23rd of December 2025 at the First International Sports Stadium in Morocco. Exactly 5:30 Ghana time and 6:30 p.m. Nigeria time. So these are the first confirmed details of Nigeria versus Tanzania. And the second group game will take place on the 27th of December 2025. Exactly 8 p.m. Ghana time, 9 p.m. Nigeria time at the same First International Sports Stadium in Morocco. And the last group game will take place on the 30th of December 2025 at the same First International Sports Stadium, exactly 4 p.m. Ghana time, 5 p.m. Nigeria time. So these are the extensive details of the Super Eagles of Nigeria 2025 group matches in Morocco. You'll be basing in Fez, and Fez is a northern inland part of Morocco. And looking at the journey so far, the team is basing in Cairo. That is where we are sharing our preparation ahead of this AFCON tournament. And with the latest communique coming in, we have the full house. Victor Osimhen is the last player to arrive in camp, completing the full squad list for this AFCON tournament. And with the full squad in Cairo, they will be departing Cairo for Morocco, talking of Fez later this day. And they are going to cover distance of about 3,678 kilometers, which is around 5 hours, 30 minutes plus. This is direct flight from Cairo to Fez in Morocco. So these are the latest updates surrounding the Super Eagles. So quickly, let's go through the squad list for you with the players in camp. We have 3 out of 3 goalkeepers, 8 out of 8 defenders, 8 out of 8 midfielders, and 9 out of 9 forwards. These are the players on your screens in camp at the moment with the Super Eagles and their technical team. Francis Uzoho, Stanley Nwabali, Fisayo Dele Bashiru, Ebenezer Akin Samiru, Amas Obasoji, Sami Ajayi, Adimola Lukman, Bryce Osai Samuel, Igo Ogu, Tochukwu Inadi, Raphael Onyedika, Usman Mohammed, Chidozie Awaziam, Moses Simon, Zaldu Sanusi, Paul Onuachu, Frank Onyeka, Calvin Bassi, Alex Iwobi, Wilfred Indidi, Bruno Onyemechi, Seal Deses, Akko Adams, Chidera Ejuke, Ryan Alebiosu, Salim Fago, Samuel Chukwu Eze, and the goal poacher, Victor Osimhen. So these are the 28 players join out for the 2025 AFCON tournament. I've given you all the confirmed details of the Super Eagles of Nigeria matches in terms of all their group matches in Morocco. And we all know that the AFCON tournament is scheduled to take place across 6 dynamic cities in Morocco, talking of Rabat, Casablanca, Marrakech, where Nigeria will be playing, the northern parts of Morocco first, and to Tangier and Agadir. These are the 6 cities hosting the 2025 AFCON tournament in Morocco. So these are the latest surrounding the Super Eagles camp. Still in the camp of the Super Eagles, let me talk about former Super Eagles striker, former Manchester United striker, Jude Odion Igalo. He has spoken extensively about the captaincy issues within the Super Eagles team, and he has shown his weights towards Victor Osimhen being the ideal captain of the Super Eagles team. According to Igalo, some players are old in the team. He understands. But when it comes to his view in terms of leadership within a specific club or football team, it goes beyond what we think it is should be on the field. And according to Igalo, we need a player who is very outspoken, who is fearless, and a player who demands accountability, and he thinks Victor Osimhen is the right candidate. He spoke at length with a veteran football journalist, Colin Udo, and let's have a full glare of his exact words, contemplating and also thinking who should be the next captain of the Super Eagles.
Victor. You know why? I'll give you my reason why. Not because he's the old player in the team, because there's people ahead of him in the team.
Yeah.
It's like 4 or 5.
Right now, Simon, I think Simon is the oldest because Simon started.
Yeah.
Then
Simon is older than Wobi, Ndidi.
Yeah.
I think Awazie.
For sure.
Yeah, there are people ahead of him, but because now Osimhen is doing well, it's in his time, and he have the balls to demand what they want. Ndidi is not a talking type. Ndidi is a very calm guy. But Osimhen is outspoken. He's going to speak on behalf of the team. He's going to ginger the boys. You see in the game, sometimes he will say, hey, come on. You see? Sometimes you see him talking loud. You understand? He's going to fight for the boys. He's going to speak to anybody he needs to speak to make sure they are okay. You understand? It's not everybody that, because this captain job is not easy. Because your neck is on the line. Because whatever the boys demand, it's you that is going to go put it forward to the NFF. And if NFF want to come for anybody, they are coming for you. Because you are the captain, you are the one who said it in the press or in public. So it's you they are coming for. So with him, I believe he's going to speak and nothing can happen. Because he's one of the biggest, if not the biggest player in that team. So they don't want to look down on him or talk down on him. They're going to listen to him because he's doing well. When you're doing well, you have every power, control to demand for stuff. And he's in that position, but not because he's the oldest in the team or not because he is better than the rest. But I believe he has that character to step up and speak and demand things and ginger the player and shout. Even at his age, he can advise the team and talk to them, because when you see somebody like him hustling, running and fighting and all that, you as a player, you want to do too. You want to work hard, because it's not just talking from mouth, it's showing it in the pitch. So you will listen and you will do too.
Sure. And having said all that, if you were to predict where Nigeria would finish at this Nations Cup, what would be your prediction?
So that is it from our former superstar, Jude Odion Igalo. As whether you resonate with his ideas, just share it decently in the comment box. I have earlier reported to you on this platform that Eric Sequichel has already picked up his captains for the Super Eagles, and Victor Osimhen is the number 4. Talking of Wilfred Ndidi leading the captaincy or as the new captain of the Super Eagles after the resignation of William Troost-Ekong. After him is Moses Simon, and after Moses Simon is Wilfred Ndidi, and after Wilfred Ndidi is our very own Victor Osimhen. So that is the latest coming in. We are waiting for official confirmation, and I know when the team settle at Morocco, definitely they will come out with the official communique as to who is the next captain after the resignation of our very own former captain, William Troost-Ekong. So this is the latest surrounding the Super Eagles captaincy and the latest from the Super Eagles camp. Away from the captaincy brouhaha within the Super Eagles team, let me talk about what I reported to you yesterday on this platform. I reported that the Nigerian Football Federation have filed formal protests challenging the eligibility of some DR Congo players that played against the Super Eagles during the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers playoffs grand finale. And according to the latest communique, this one is coming from a former player within the DR Congo team. His name is Herita Indunga, former player of West Ham United. He has spoken at length, and according to him, at this moment, what the Super Eagles and Nigerian football community should be doing is to focusing on the 2025 AFCON tournament. According to what he knows, the Federation International Football Association, talking of the world's football governing body, FIFA, they don't think about legal heritage of a player. They just think about sporting activities within whatever they are being told to do. And that is it. Even if there's an iota of truth, these are the exact words he can say. He spoke out in French, and I needed to translate it. So these are the exact words of Herita Ilunga. FIFA doesn't reason in terms of legal nationality, but in terms of sporting nationality. If that is true, I advise you, dear Niger brothers, to focus instead of the CAN, talking of the AFCON 2025. So these are the exact words of former player of the DR Congo national team, Mr. Herita Ilunga. And that is it coming in from his camp. Lest I forget, and before I take a leave of you, our very own Ahmed Musa has retired from international football. And we all know his services within the Super Eagles team from the year 2010 through to the year 2025. He started the journey with the Super Eagles on the 9th of May 2010, and he has played about 111 matches for Nigeria. He has contributed about 34 goals, scoring 18 goals, and providing 6 assists for the Super Eagles. I know a lot of people will remember what he did during the 2018 World Cup in Russia. Lionel André Messi scoring 2 goals, and he also coming back to score 2 goals to cancel all those goals against Argentina. Exact words from our very own former captain of the Super Eagles team, Ahmed Musa. Let me quickly go through his words for you to know how things has transpired yesterday within what he has to say in terms of retiring from international football. Dear Nigerians, dear Super Eagles family, after a lot of thoughts, I have decided to retire from international football, bringing to an end almost 15 years with the Super Eagles. From the very first call-up, wearing the green and white meant everything to me. I was just a young boy when the journey started. I remember being invited at the same time to the under-20, under-23, and the Super Eagles. I was young, still learning, and always traveling, but I never complained. Whenever Nigeria called, I showed up. It was never something I had to think twice about. Football took me to many places around the world, but Nigeria was always home. Playing 111 matches for my country is something I hold with deep respect. To become the most capped player in the history of Nigeria football is responsibility that came with it. I did my best to give everything I had, whether things were going well or not, because playing for Nigeria was always bigger than me. There are moments I will never forget. Winning the 2013 AFCON will always stand out. That team showed what it's meant to play for Nigeria. Scoring at the World Cup against Argentina, I told you, and Iceland are memories I will always carry with me. To score 4 goals at the World Cup and be Nigeria's highest goal scorer on that stage is something I am truly grateful for. Being captain of the Super Eagles was another important part of my journey. Wearing the armband taught me a lot about responsibility, patience, and putting others first. It was never about being in charge, but about helping the team, supporting younger players, and standing up for the badge. Even during difficult times and criticism, my commitment to Nigeria never changed. Football gave me a career, but Nigeria gave me meaning. To my teammates over the years, the coaches, backroom staff, and administrators, thank you for believing in me. To the fans at home and abroad, in stadiums and in front of their TVs. Your support meant more to me than you know. As I step away from international football, I do so with peace and gratitude. I know I gave my best. I know the Super Eagles will continue to move forward. And I know that this bond will never be broken. Once an eagle, always an eagle. Thank you, Nigeria. Thank you, everything. Ahmed Musa Moon. These are the exact words from the former Capitano after retiring from international football, talking of the Super Eagles. He has to say regarding his retirement. So that is it, coming in from Nigeria football, Nigeria sports camp of the Super Eagles ahead of the 2025 AFCON tournaments. A lot of updates to be posted and covered on this platform. So just keep it logged. As usual, I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Before I take a leave of you, let me give special shout out to these amazing commenters under my previous post. Special shout out to Mr. Peter Osai. Special shout out to Okolo Fidelis. I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Charles Irubankasi Okafo. I do appreciate your support. Victor, I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Haliru Abu Bakar. I do appreciate your support. Mesa Freedom, I do appreciate your support. Jinadu, for sure, I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Trueborn Africa 9213 dots. I do appreciate your support. God sits, I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Mr. Abdul Salem Owo Labi. I do appreciate your support. Henry, I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Edward. I do appreciate your support. Chiskwaka, I do appreciate your support. Olukunle, I do appreciate your support. To other commenters, a lot of commenters. Subsequently, I promise to give other special shout out to you guys. To every cherished viewer on this platform, God richly bless us all. Until you meet again, it's bye for now.